Make sense of this for us. For some of these differences, what comes out to you in this, and what are your fears?
No, I don't. The good news is that oil at $80 a barrel or $75 a barrel is about 45% higher than the budget benchmark. But our production is at 1.8 million barrels plus condensate 2 million barrels. So we are 27% short on the production, but 45% over on the price. So net, we're about 28% higher. So we are in a better revenue position. But what is most important as a tool of economic management? Three things. One, there's a minimum wage that is going to be approved this year. And the minimum wage going from 18,000 to anywhere between 35 and 40,000 is significant. And that is not in the budget. In other words, there will be a supplementary budget. Another item that is missing and is a big elephant in the room is the subsidy. We have petroleum products with the price of crude up to $75 a barrel. The landed cost of petroleum refined PMS in this country is going to be anything between $170 to $180 naira a liter. And we are paying at 145. Somebody's going to bear that cost. So if I take the subsidies, if I take the minimum wage, if I take the other expenditure items, including the helicopters and all the other things, I find that even 9 trillion will not be enough. We are going to be spending this year nothing less than 10 to 11 trillion naira. Is this too much? No, it is not too much in the sense that it is still below 2% of GDP. So we need to be able to move the needle. We need to spend more, but spend efficiently. And we should not confuse spending with investment. What the country needs actually is investment, because spending is consumed, and that's what you have in expenses, debt service, salaries, and all of those things. But investing in rails, investing in power stations, investing in roads, investing in airports, those are things that have a multiplier effect, and those are the things that create jobs. Right now, the Nigerian populace are are under pressure. They are facing inflation, high unemployment, and a very high misery index. In other words, they are not as happy today as they were happy maybe 10 years ago.
Those are very big implications. Thank you so much, Mr. Ruwani. Our friends at Budget have put up the breakdown as presented today by the National Assembly. Let's close the program now. Allow you, Mr. Onigbinde, in 30 seconds to give us your parting words on this one. You mentioned the issues of subsidy. That's a big one. We've not gotten the details from the federal government. I'd asked you how the subsidy is being serviced. And you asked a big question from Budget. You said, how will the 9.12 trillion budget be funded? Big question.
It's a big question, because also the cost of running the 2019 election was not included in the proposal by the executive. And I assume that it would not be also in what you find here. So there's going to possibly another supplementary budget that will include subsidy, that would include the minimum wage adjustment, that would include also even the election logistics. So when you bring up that, you're looking at another 600 billion naira or a trillion naira again. The question is, how are we going to fund all of this? We're on a binge of debt, and I think that we need to start thinking through much more on revenue more than debt.
I think we've served you in the shortest time possible from these very much gurus in their own field. Mr. Onigbinde of Budget and Mr. Bismarck Ruwani, Economics, and MD CEO of Financial Derivatives. Always a pleasure having you. Well, we hope that the weather is very favorable to you there, Mr. Ruwani. Thank you so much for your time on the program, and thank you so much for watching the show tonight. Many thanks from all of us here at Channel Television Global Headquarters in Lagos. I'm Sean Okimale. Bye-bye.